like to call the April 6th Town Board meeting to order with a pledge to the flag. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please stand for a moment of silence for the town residents we have lost over the last year. Thank you. The fire notices there's an exit out through the kitchen to the left. The exit is out. The back there to the right. Roll call.
Councilman Hurley,
Here.
Councilman Moore,
Here.
Councilman Nelson,
Present.
Councilman Wells,
Here.
Supervisor Hoffman.
Here. Motion to accept the minutes as reviewed from the previous meeting.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
No nays, passes. The supervisor report is over there on the board for the town residents to look at and go over. Town clerk's report.
In March, we took in $32.50 in dog license fees and $2,250 in parkland fees. So the office took in a total of $282.50.
Thank you, Linda. Audit of the town bills, we have 0 transfers. Claim 101 through 134 for a total of, actually, claims to 101-134 with the exceptions of 2 bills that I have some questions about that I will talk to Debbie about, for a total of $52,691.00. I need a motion to pay those bills.
I make a motion.
Excluding those 2 bills,
Excluding those 2 bills, I'm sorry.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes, no nays. Audit of highway town bills, one transfer, claim 135 to 141, total of $2,563.82. I need a motion to,
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries, no nays. Committee report, Councilman Moore.
Well, we have the Superintendent Alfred here tonight, Sylvester, so he can give the report. I've been out running the doctors in Albany, so I haven't been around that much.
Councilman Hurley, sorry.
That's right. I have no reports on the Xena development, but I will share something on the comprehensive plan when that comes out.
Councilman Nelson.
I got a few things here. So our IT company has pretty much changed hands and they want a ton more money. I interviewed other IT companies just to give you an idea. We currently pay $5,000 a year for our current IT company. The IT company that's taken that over from HRT has wanted $12,500 for that. I do not feel that's the right way to go for our town. So I went through a couple other towns, a couple other places. So with the networking in, so there's a Kingston networking consultant that gave us a quote for our town to be a little less than $8,000. And what that covers is our server downstairs, our 8 computers, our 5 current laptops and our emails. I just want to know what direction the town wants to go. I did interview a couple other IT companies that other towns use, and I got quotes anywhere from $11,000 to $14,000. So I believe the $8,000 that I've come up with are local networking. Just want to see what the rest of the board would like to do.
After talking looking at the different options, I think the next option up to, you said roughly $8,000.
Roughly $8,000 a year, yes, sir.
Not only does it obviously save the town money, I think it'll be the smoothest transition. There may be a couple of glitches on our end, as far as possible change of email addresses. Hopefully not, but he may have to set that up. But we also hope to set up email addresses for all the planning board members. Everyone here in this building should have an email address, and just to keep things going. So personally, I would like to make the motion that we look into going to the option for $8,000. Do you foresee any overcharges on that bin, or?
No, honestly, it should be like $7,300 for the
You
year.
gave it a little leeway?
Just honestly, when we do these motions, always have to go a little when we do budgeting.
That's fine.
So because currently our budget is $5,500 for this, so we're going to be over our budget for this year. But the way it works with the calendar, because we're already in April, first bill, so we should be able to get through this year.
Yeah.
But I don't see another option out of what it does for what we need to do here, so.
All right. Well, I'd like to make the motion that we go with that offer for $8,000.
I second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye?
Aye.
Motion carries, no nays.
Okay. All right, my next thing was garbage this week was a disaster. So, I know Melissa Road and Maury Hill were picked up, but I don't think any other road in this town were picked up. So I got many text message and emails starting Friday at 2 p.m. Waste management offices were closed on Friday. We're closed Saturday and Sunday too, so we did everything we could to get them here, and they had no answer why garbage wasn't picked up. They don't have any solution for me. So they have trucks back here today and possibly here tomorrow. But if anyone has an issue with garbage and you want an answer right away, you can always send me a message at the Town of Kingston Facebook page. I do answer everything right away as fast as I can, but sometimes I don't know the answer because Waste Management doesn't answer me either. But we are working on that. There's been several emails back and forth, so hopefully we get better service. Their service is terrible currently, and all they say is labor, trucks, breakdowns is the same excuse pretty regularly. So, all right, moving on to spring cleanup. Spring cleanup is going to be done a little differently this year. I will get this all in writing out. I just got this to me today. May 2nd will be certain roads of the town. I will post it all, but give you a pretty quick rundown. Barbara Terrace, Basin Road, Bryan Stevens, Clearhorn, Gray Lane, Hallahan Hill, Myers, Miggins, Murray, Ruby, half of Soft Hill Road, South Road, 28, 28A, Stoddard Lane, Van Seeger, Wongunk, and Wintergreen will be the first set of batters picked up on May 2nd. And Soft Hill Road will run from 932 Soft Hill Road to 752 Soft Hill Road will be the addresses for the May 2nd. Then again on May 9th, we'll also have a spring cleanup, and these are different roads. We have Addis Way, Connors Road, Dogwood, East Ridge, Hill Road, Jockey Hill Road, Melissa Road, Maury Hill, Conifer Lane, Nancy Court, Old Ballpark, Powder Mill Bridge, and then Woods Road. Again, the Soft Hill Road section will be 1275 through 936 for those dates. What I'll do is the town clerk and I are actually working on this. We'll get everything posted. Facebook, newsletter, text messages will go out as far as those concerned. And the reason why they said this is going to be done this way is, again, labor, trucks, and a few other issues with waste management. All right. That being said, this spring cleanup seems to be getting less and less stuff every year. I forgot. Also, May 2nd will be Bluestone Acres on that list as well.
I believe. They
We
have
believe,
not
yeah.
gone back to me yet.
Yeah, but it makes sense in the roads that were done.
Yep.
So, this being said, I don't think we should do spring cleanup every single year anymore. With the garbage pickup the way it is, and less people are putting stuff out, I think we should push to an every other year type system going forward. It is anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000 expense every year for the town, because what it is, it's not only done by how much it is, it's done by weight and things like that. I just think it's time to move past this a little bit. I mean, my personal opinion would be actually to do away with it, but I don't want to give everyone culture shock day one. So, I think for next, I want everyone to think about this, and maybe next month's meeting, bring it back and figure out what we wanna do, but I think in the best interest of the town would be at least every other year, if not do away with it. And that's all I have for today. Go ahead, Darren, you have a question?
Well, I was just gonna add on to that, just to give you an idea, the town cleanup itself, as part of the whole package of trash, et cetera, went up 39% last year. And it wasn't completely in tonnage, it was in cost. The tonnage didn't go up 39%, but the cost affected that. Just so you're aware, just so you're aware of the numbers.
Thank you, Vinnie. Councilman Wells?
A couple of things, Town of Kingston Code Enforcement Officer Bob Collegiero collected $125 in fees this year. I'm sorry, let me turn that back on. Is that better? Better, there we go. He collected $125 in fees this month, $75 in a demo and $50 in a abstract. He has sent another letter of intent down here to 765 Sawkill Road. He tried to inspect it on the 12th and the gate was locked, so he could not get in. A few garages, a couple of houses that people are looking to build in the town. I've had a couple come across my desk at work for estimates on them, and I look and go, oh hey, that's right up there. Let's see what happens. I'm currently, with the help of Councilman Hurley, going over our town guidebook, just to bring things up to date. I mentioned previously it hadn't been updated in a few years. So we're going over the details of that along with the help of our lawyer, just to make sure things are in line and all the T's are crossed and I's are dotted. Also updating, again, lawyers looking into a couple of things, the garbage laws. The law that was in the book was already outdated. Basically said that every household could only have a 32-gallon container, yet every container that Waste Management gives out, the standard ones are 96. So we're all breaking the law currently. So we're updating that and updating some other things as I come across, things that just have gotten outdated in the laws, just to bring everything up to date. There's one I found today while looking at the garbage and the fact that it says that the town only picks up trees and shrubs and branches once a year, just during the cleanup, when we all know that the town highway will pick them up anytime they see them. So why doesn't the law say that? You know, it's just those little things in my mind that we just need to clear up. You can't enforce it if it's not written the right way. So that's how I look at it. And that's all I have for the moment.
Thank you, Dan. Old business? Councilman Hurley, you want to go over this?
Yeah, last month, is this on? Nope.
Switch,
There you go. Last month, Vinnie appointed me as the chairman for the Comprehensive Plan Committee, and I read through what he has already completed, what the team was working on, and on Tuesday, April 14th, I'll be holding the first Comprehensive Plan meeting. However, I'm gonna make some changes. What I'm doing is I'm gonna look for 6 people to join the committee with me. 3 Republicans and 3 Democrats of people who lived in the town. So it's fair and balanced and even. This is my first time through it. So I want good communication, I want open communication. I will be talking with John Paul Sleva on a regular basis, you now know. Because as chairman of the planning board, a lot of what we do will affect what they do. And so I want to make sure there's good communication going on. So if you're interested in joining us or staying on it, please come see me. I'll be here at the end of the meeting, and we can talk about that and proceed ahead. So mark your calendars for Tuesday, April 14th, 7 p.m. right here, and we will have our first meeting. Any questions? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other old business? New business?
I covered my new business.
John Paul?
I had sent an email to you, Vinny, about
the planning board training requirements, and if the town board was interested in joining the Planning Federation, which has a really huge database of training, online training, I guess little modules. And right now, one of the members on the planning board is kind of struggling with the offerings from the New York State Department of State, their online trainings, being able to get to the end and get an actual certificate to print out or whatever. And they don't really update it as frequently as you would like to learn more new stuff. So have you guys considered joining the Planning Federation? It's a pretty modest fee, and it opens up an access to a lot of training information.
I apologize, John Paul, you're right, I did get that email, and we did discuss this before. I'll make a motion that we approve the $295 to join the Federation. I'm sorry about that.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Motion passes.
Thank you, sorry I missed that.
No problem.
The only other thing, oh, I'm sorry.
I have a question again about the garbage, the bear-proof garbage cans. I know that I called and I was, talked to,
Ross.
Yeah. And she said that the town probably won't provide them, but how can we get them? I mean, I'm willing to buy one, because I really don't want to be picking up garbage.
They aren't available yet. They haven't, made them available yet. Waste Management has not had them. They're
Yeah.
still in, process of trying to develop something.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've been through that many times with them. So they don't really have anything that they are able to work with their current garbage system. They do offer things, but their issue with it was you'd have to go outside and unlatch the cans, and that was their problem. So what happens is the current bear-proof cans, why they don't have anything, is when the garbage takes it and dumps it, doesn't automatically unlatch. So what would happen if you had that, the driver may not unlatch your can and your trash will not get picked up. So that's where they're at with that. I have spoken with them at least 4 times about this. I'll circle back because I have talked about many other things, but that was their issue with it last time.
I thought I looked up online and that there are cans that automatically, with the weight of the garbage in the can, open
Yeah.
up. when
I'm
it's
looking
done.
right now, and you're correct, I pulled it up, no problem, and it says it very clearly on Amazon, right, they sell that can. But that was their answer they told me, so let me talk to them, because
Okay.
I've talked about other things, and I'll find back out about it.
I mean, it wasn't a problem if they
Yeah.
don't come, early like they are supposedly doing now. If they only come, 9, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock like they were doing, that's not so bad. But if they start at 5:30, I don't wanna be out there at 5 o'clock putting
Yeah.
garbage out.
I don't disagree with you, so, I'm
Okay.
with you, but
I'll be
they,
first on the list to buy one.
yeah, and honestly, you can even buy an adaptation for your can for $44.95, so.
Oh, you mean there is something?
There's something that I just, as you're doing, I Googled it quick, because that was what they told me, and that they don't offer it, and they're skirting, that was their issue, but as you're looking right now, they do have options for that you can buy online for that.
Okay, so does that mean I have to go online to buy it, or this is?
Let me find out more information,
Okay.
all right? So I promise you, I know I've sent a couple emails, and I've been dealing with that with Linda too, so I'll get back to you on that,
Great,
all right?
thank you.
We've had discussion in the past about the senior citizens and discounting their taxes. So I received an email that Governor Hochul has passed a legislation that allows municipalities to set some limits and the percentage of the discount that you can give. So I wanted to give you that information.
Thank you.
It's very up to date, okay?
Thank you.
And then I have a question. When there is a car on a public road that is not licensed, means not insured, and facing the wrong way on the road, what department is to do something about that in town?
I believe that would be the building department or the sheriff's department.
Okay, because it's been for quite some time. It's not like it just broke down.
Is it in the road?
In the road.
Call the state police or the
That would
sheriff?
be, I would think that would be police
I'd say the
matter.
sheriff's department.
Can I ask which road it's on?
Melissa?
Oh, it's on Melissa?
Yeah.
Really?
Good.
Linda,
Yes, I have a couple of things I wanted to let everybody know. We are going to have a Memorial Day ceremony in May, the 25th at 10 in the morning. There'll be refreshments and a slideshow after. So those of you who would like, I encourage you to attend. We've had really good turnouts in the past. You'll see a lot of our veterans who lived at in the town at one time. There'll be Civil War veterans there, Spanish-American Wars, they'll all be shown with a little blurb about each one. So it'll be really nice. We have a Silver Star recipient. We also have a Purple Heart recipient. So we have a lot in this town to be proud of. And one who really needs to be mentioned is Herbert Dixon. A lot of you may remember Herb. He died back in 1975 of a bee sting. He was a prisoner of war, and he was a prisoner for 2 years, part in Italy and part in Germany. And he did a war log. That will be up in a notebook for you to see. So please come.
Linda, what's the date again, please?
That will be May 25th at 10 in the morning. And I just have a couple of other things. I'm glad you mentioned the bears because our neighborhood is inundated. And I don't know if a bear-proof can is going to do it because I've seen bears jump on them and really destroy them. In fact, there was one year I remember it was like almost every other house. And they were cans back then and they were flattened and everything pulled out. But I would ask that maybe we could put something in the newsletter about picking up after yourself. I walk Scruffy every day, and those of you who know me know Scruffy. So I go with a bag or pocket, and I'm picking up all kinds of things in our little neighborhood, Sawkill. Ken, I see you all the time on the road. It's really sad that we don't have more pride, and we don't pick up after ourselves. So I kind of encourage you, maybe we could put something in the newsletter about keeping our community beautiful and picking up after ourselves. So those are really the two things that I have. Thank you.
Linda, thank you very much for doing the Memorial Day services. So veteran, I appreciate that.
May I add something to the bear situation?
yeah, sure.
What I've done for my bears is to cover my trash and it goes out in the street, cover it with vacuum cleaner dust. Take your vacuum cleaner and dump it on top of your trash. You're gonna go throw it away anyway. They don't like it, they don't like the smell, they don't like the taste. It's all dry, they hate it. And I've never had an issue with the bear taking my garbage when my neighbors have had their trash attacked. So ammonia's work, bleachers work, but vacuum cleaner dust works great. If you need some, I'm a professional cleaner, I have bags for you. Yeah, Larry.
Ammonia works also.
What's that?
Ammonia works.
Yeah, ammonia, bleach, yeah, works, so pour it right on top, so, thank you.
Any other news?
I was just wondering if you all got the grant application that I sent you.
Yes, we did.
We did not.
You sent-
I didn't
We
say.
need to discuss that, so that's due, when's that due, May what?
May 6th,
Okay.
but it would be nice if, we could get it in.
We'll get it
before
into by
that.
spring board workshop. I mean, by the May workshop, April workshop. 2 weeks from now, there you go.
Sure, sounds good.
Can I ask what grant that is?
It's a technical assistance grant for conservation planning for the comprehensive plan. So it's a lot of like natural resource inventory and that kind of stuff. So it's with the Cornell extension to help get more data on our natural resources and stuff like that.
Thank you. And then the only thing I have, I'd like to, buy John Paul an iPad for the planning board. I'd like to spend up to $1,500 for that, for, John Paul. We need to have a motion.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
No nays? And then Winter Green Hill. Alfie, you wanna do that, or would you like me?
Oh, Winter Green, yeah,
We finally got all the permits for the culvert pipe over here on Winter Green Road. Now we just gotta call, and I gotta get prices on how much it's gonna cost to put, it's like a oval shaped pipe with a flat bottom onto it. And I know it's gonna be kind of expensive, but we'll be able to do it, but I just gotta get prices tomorrow, but we got all the permits finally. So we're allowed to start anytime we can get stuff.
Where's it going?
So, over here, Winter Green Road, we're gonna put a culvert in, a temporary culvert, so the people can get back and forth there, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever, then we'll take the old bridge out, put the new one
Yeah,
in,
it's a bridge.
then we'll take the old culvert pipe out.
Yes.
Nobody will ever not be able to get back and forth.
Nice.
And that. So that'll be starting pretty quick.
And then myself and the town clerk is gonna start updating the town code books and the online section. We have a lot of town laws from previous years that were not put on, so we're gonna start working on that, hopefully get that done in the next couple of months. At least by the end of the year, because there's a lot of laws that have not, been put into the books. Questions or
Another question. Is there anything happening with that messy yard with the rooster on Silk Hill Road?
So, no. I'm working on 2 houses now to get cleaned up, and then I will move to that one.
Okay.
But to be honest, I've been looking, driving around town, there was a house, well, shack on Hand Hill Road that was falling down on somebody else's property that I spoke to Bob about, that he sent the owner a letter. And then 765 Silk Hill Road, I met with Bob, and Bob sent him a letter, and we'll see how that goes. And then I will try to work on that one. There's another one. That I seen when I was driving out, I gotta do too, but I am working on them as I say them.
I know, you got a lot, but I just thought I'd ask.
No, it's ugly, and it's right on Silk Hill Road, and they shouldn't look that way, but I am working on them.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
If I have one more thing, I have a meeting sometime towards the end of April to talk with HVRC about possible grants for water for the town, to possibly put town water in certain areas, and they're gonna talk about the grant. And they said, because of the way the wells are and so close to septic and all that stuff, we should have no problem. And they said we could probably have almost 10 years of grant money sitting here, so maybe we could start fundraising and saving money for that. I wanna say it's like April, the end of April, I'm meeting with them. I just forgot about that, so it's meant to grant before, so I'm working on with that as well.
And I'm still waiting on an answer from the city of Kingston about if they would supply water to the town of Kingston. So I did check on that, and the commissioner was willing to do it, but he had to check with the board and see. The pipes, the issue is the pipes running down Silk Hill Road are 100 years old. And it could be an issue tapping into them and that, so he's checking on it. It's not gonna be overnight, it's gonna be a process, but I also, started working on that. Any other questions or comments? I'd like to make a motion, we close the April 6th town board meeting
Second that?
at 7:30.
Second, Dan?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
No nays? Thank you.